her response. This week's study, which we'll go through, will answer these questions and provide an in-depth understanding in the expression of the everlasting gospel. A second feature of this week's study will be the bettering our understanding of the Christian mission to the last day church. The angel flying in the mid-heaven with the everlasting gospel proclaims the end-time truth to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people. There is a largeness to this message. It calls us to give our best for the kingdom of God. It invites us to cooperate with Christ in his final appeal to humanity. This message appeals to us to place priority on God's mission and redeeming lost humanity, because that is where his priority is. We'll now go forward. What is this lesson? I'll say one last thing. The title of the lesson is The Everlasting Gospel, and I'll leave this thought, and then he'll come up. Then I saw another angel flying in the midst of the heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach to them who dwell on the earth, to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people. My elder.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sabbath. I hope and trust you've had a wonderful week. Sister Carr, it's nice to see you in the back there. It's been a while. Okay, so as the elder has already given us the introduction to the lesson, I'd like for us to take a look into the introduction as it is written in our quarterly. The lesson goes on to say, introduction goes on to say that in ancient Israel, when the heathen around them were polytheists, worshiping multiple gods of wood and stone, Israel's clear, identifiable, powerful statement of faith was found in Deuteronomy 6, verse 4. And that reads, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord, our God, is one God. The Lord is one." I'm sorry here. So let me read that over. "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." As the lesson indicates here, that these people worshipped many gods. So it was important for God to make it clear to his people that they weren't worshiping many gods. But interestingly, like we from different areas, different societies, we come to this country, and the culture is different, the practices are different, and sometimes we get caught up in these differences to the extent that we begin to do the very same things and think the very same way. So we can imagine that the people of God in Egypt had similar experience. And so God was calling them out to help the nations around understand that there is only one God, not many gods. Now, interestingly here, this word used for Lord is Elohim, the very same word that is used in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. And it also is used to speak of Jesus. When Jesus said, "I am," it's also the very same "I am," Elohim, that is used. Now, so what does Elohim means? It means a self-existing one, the eternal God. So, here is God saying to the people of the world through Israel, I am the only God. Now, the question is, should this knowledge that the Jewish people had be kept to themselves, or should it be shared? It's a message to the class. It should be shared. The spiritual vision that united them as a people was the knowledge that they were the people of this one God. Among other things that God told them, he would be with them. And Moses told them that there would be an inquiry. There would be a recognition of your position as a people and a praise by the people because of the fact that your God is with you. Thank you for that light. Oh. And that your God is with you. And the question would be asked, what other people has their God with them as the Israelites do? So with this, armed with this knowledge, these people were poised to go out in strength, in resolve to maintain their unique identity as worshipers of the one true God. As Seventh-day Adventists.